Welcome to MBAROI. My dear CAT aspirants, I hope you are doing well. I am Dr. Dinesh Nagpal, your CAT verbal trainer. I have 19 years of experience in this field. I have been getting a common question. Sir, you regularly recommend articles reading on AEON, but what is the right approach? Yes. In this video, I'll let you know how to strategically tackle AEON essays. And I'll also share with you a list of AEON essays that align with CAT. So sit tight, watch this video till the end, and please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share this video. Now comes the million-dollar question. Sir, what is the need of reading essays on AEON website? One, CAT regularly takes essays from AEON website. Two, since they are the source of CAT, so they will, if you are regularly reading on AEON, they will improve your reading comprehension, critical thinking, and vocabulary. So sit tight and watch this video till the end. But you must know the method, what is the right way to read AEON essays. Without this, you will struggle. I will let you know everything step by step. What should be the strategy for reading AEON essays? Step 1. Select diverse topics. As you would understand, if you have seen the old CAT papers or have started your preparation, CAT RCs come from varied domains: philosophy, psychology, sociology, international relations, business, technology, science, lot of things, right? So AEON essays also cover a wide range of issues. And AEON essays, the standard of language is amazing. And since CAT uses AEON essays regularly, so you must align your thought process with the CAT and read diverse topics, as diverse as possible, but make sure that you are not reading any personal experience or any storytelling. You should not read that on AEON. Step 2, pick the right categories. Look for essays which deal with complex issues like politics, sociology, psychology, philosophy. Philosophy is very, very important. Abstract essays, right? Because CAT uses abstract essays a lot. So you should read. AEON will give you a lot of variety for that, right? So please make sure that you are doing it the right way and picking up the right category. Step 3, read with a purpose. RCs in CAT demand efficiency and deep critical thinking. Whenever you are reading an essay, you should put your focus completely. You just should not read very casually. Try and understand the central theme of the essay before you finish reading the article. Try and understand the different arguments that have been given in the essay, counter arguments, diverse issues that the article is handling. So please make sure that you are doing right reading in the way that CAT demands from you. What does CAT want from you? CAT wants from you that you should have a skill set that you are able to read unfamiliar subjects with lot of clarity, and that is what is reading all about. Identify the issues that are being established in the body. The center piece or will advance the arguments, and the conclusion will conclude everything, and conclusion will give you an idea what author is trying to say. See, when you are reading, you should have 3 issues in your mind: what the author is saying, why the author is saying, how the author is saying. So what can be the topic? Let's say the science of procrastination. What can be the topic? Why? Because procrastination is a problem which mankind is facing ever since. Why? So is he doing an objective commentary? Is he angry, or is he neutral, or is he happy about that people now are shunning procrastination? After reading, do a quick summary. It will be better that each and every paragraph you can write one line about that paragraph. Otherwise, after reading the essay, you write 2 to 3 lines about that paragraph. That will help you understand the passage better. Step 4, analyze the tone. As I have already mentioned, that tone, understanding the tone is very important. So analyze the tone. As I said, what the author is saying, why he is saying, how he is saying. Is the author angry about something? Is the author critical of something? Is the author praising, or the author is doing an objective analysis, means he's just looking at the situation and trying to explain to the audience. Also look for the movement of transition words. For example, furthermore, in addition to, since, therefore. These are all transition words which will give you an idea of the flow of thought. For example, if the author is writing an article about should rivers be granted legal rights, look for the arguments, counter arguments, right, and different perspectives. That is what is going to make a lot of sense. Lot of students also ask me, sir, how about vocabulary? See, the best way to ensure vocabulary for CAT is developing a sense of context, right? So if you are guessing the meaning of the words in the passage only, then it will make a lot of sense. Otherwise, you can take 5 to 10 words from AEON essays and learn with them with a wow approach, web of words. Web of words means you should, supposing you have taken a word, let's say juxtapose. So you should look at its synonyms, its antonyms, and uses in different situations. Step 5. Now I want you to think like a CAT examiner. After reading an essay, start thinking what are the different questions that can be framed on this essay. For example, what is the tone of the author? What you can infer? What is the highlight of the second passage? There are a number of questions. If you go and analyze the past 5-year CAT papers, you will understand how the examiner forms questions. If you develop this habit of forming questions like an examiner, I think you are going to score 99 percentile in RCs or in CAT VARC. This is a very, very important exercise. I am repeating, think like an examiner, start framing questions. Before that, go to past 5-year CAT papers and look at the way CAT forms the questions. Step 6, summarize and map. I call this mapping strategy, and I always emphasize on this. Whenever you have read an article or an essay, make sure that you are writing 2 to 3 lines about it, whatever comes to your mind, but it should cover the main idea and the major arguments. Try and understand the main idea, and then go back again and reinforce this with CAT style questions. Please understand, if you are reading an essay nicely and doing it regularly, see, quantity is not important here, quality is important. So 2 AEON essays, good AEON essays, that will be sufficient for you. But you have to read them very thoroughly, put your mind into it, and then do all these strategies like summarize and mapping, making CAT questions, inference, try to understand in the inference and all, and also do vocabulary from this AEON essays. Step 7, build reading speed. How to build it? One, obviously, when you are reading regularly, you will, start improving your reading speed very clearly. While reading on screen, there are a lot of tools like Beeline, which you can use to increase your reading speed on screen. Right? So reading speed comes regularly from reading. You can do it offline reading and online reading as well. You can start with offline reading, build that speed, right? And then obviously, if you are getting a passage of 800 to 1200 words, ideally you should be able to read it in 4 to 5 minutes. That means at least 300 words per minute should be your speed. The more, the merrier. How much daily you should read? 2 hours of reading initially. When you start feeling comfortable, you can reduce it according to your preparation schedule. But at least 2 AEON essays to begin with. It can be frustrating. So if it is frustrating, you can start with 1 AEON essay and try and read abstract topics on AEON initially. Then you can, make it to 2. See, the more you read, the better your preparation for overall CAT will be. Because if your reading speed is quicker, your comprehension is quicker, you will not only, it will help you only in VARC section, but quantitative and LRDI section also. So reading is paramount. Reading is a skill which you will need in your IIMs and in your career as a manager also. Before I share the list of recommended AEON articles, I really want to emphasize once again why AEON. AEON essays align with the CAT RCs. They offer you diverse, complex topics. They offer you lot of variety. They offer you abstract topics which are not possible, if you look for different sites and you go to different sites, you will struggle. AEON essays is your one-stop solution for mastering CAT RCs. Obviously, I have also done a video on how to handle Hindu for CAT RCs, but AEON is must. AEON essays make you think, and it fosters critical thinking, reading comprehension, and better understanding of the issues. Here is my curated list of AEON essays, which I think are must read as far as the CAT RCs are concerned and perfection of RC handling is concerned. The first category will be philosophy and ethics. So there are topics like, essays like the philosophy of anarchism, does free will exist, the trolley problem and the moral dilemma. It is one of my favorite articles, and it is wonderful eye-opening. So again, what is this? The trolley problem and the moral dilemma. It is an abstract article. Reading this will help you really in the CAT. Psychology and social behavior, the illusion of self, the science of procrastination. The science of procrastination not only is a wonderful, thing to read for RCs in CAT, it will also be an eye opener for you, and you might stop doing procrastination. Science and technology. Can AI be really creative? Right? So this essay talks about the creativity of AI. It will be a mind-blowing thing for you, right? So there are some articles which talk about the possibility of life in sun, life in Mars. So number of things are there. Science and technology, you must at least read 2 articles in 1 week. History and society. One very beautiful article that I came through was the history of Indian mathematics. I loved reading it. The rise and fall of great civilizations. In the economics and business category, there is a very beautiful article, The Paradoxes of Choices. Why, the economy comes and economy goes down. What is the reason for the great prosperous nations to fall? Number of articles are there. So please make sure that you are reading variety. I have given you, some variety or some list, but this is not the all. These are just examples. So to sum up once again about reading AEON articles, please make sure to read one article every day, at least one. If you can make it two, great. Identify the main idea, try to understand the central theme, look at for the arguments, look for the counter arguments, and the diversity that it offers, the diversity of arguments. Learn vocabulary from that and make sure that you are doing it regularly. I am telling you, if you are working on AEON essays for 30 days and if you are able to read 2 articles, you are able to make RC like questions from on CAT level, you are able to summarize and map, you are able to do vocabulary. Believe me, in 30 days time you will be feeling so good. And if you have spent 90 days on this, you will be reading like a pro, and nobody can stop you from getting 99 percentile in CAT RCs at least. And stay blessed. Please make sure that you're working hard, working with a strategy for preparation. Have a timetable, have a plan in mind, identify your weak areas, identify your strength areas, and work accordingly to that. Once again, my request is please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share this video to the maximum. All the best, my dear CAT aspirants.